All right, Formula One 2020 Champions Series. As of version 9.0, we have 8 venues that's been added since the 2020 season was first introduced a few updates ago. Of course, originally it only had 5 venues. So then with the Monaco release, they added, of course, the Monaco circuit and Red Bull Ring. And the current version, of course, they've added Catalunya. So if you've been 100% completing with each release, then you've been getting the incremental payout for additional venues. So normally, if you haven't done it, as of right now, 100% completion will pay out actually 180,000 motorsport dollars, not 15,000. But mine here is only 15,000 because I've already collected the previous 100% completion reward. So yeah, 24 gold trophies, and this would be 8 time trials. And I am hoping with the 9.1 release, where we're expecting 2 more Grand Prix events, finally Suzuka would be included in 2020 series, because that's a cool circuit. That's a classic, you know? And yeah, and of course, we also still have outstanding 2 Grand Prix events. I know I haven't done my Spanish Grand Prix yet, but look at my account. I don't have enough resources to run that yet. So, with 40% racers discount, I had to pick up that extra Formula One car for 2020 season so I can have all 10, so that costed me like 1.5 million. So I got knocked down a few, so now I gotta collect it, save it back up to run so I can afford to run through the Spanish Grand Prix, as the PR requirement for that event is a bit higher than everything else that we've run so far. So once I reach that point, I'll run through. But for now, let's make some progress here by 100% completing 2020 Champions Series as of version 9.0. Next week, they should be releasing 9.1. So then hopefully we'll have another I guess there's only 9 venues to run. So, there's definitely enough space for 2 more tiers. The race events in Suzuka and maybe the final time trial can be at Suzuka for 2020 Champion Series. Why not? As I said, there's space. And then, then Invitational is a whole another story, because I don't think they even have Monaco in there yet, not to mention Red Bull Ring or Catalunya. So I believe the Fire Monkeys did mention that they're going to be added to the Invitational in the future release. So fingers crossed, maybe 9.1 will have all of them. So once again, if you have 100% completed an Invitational series, you'll be getting the incremental 100% recomplete series recompletion reward, which is obviously not going to be the full price because you already collected 100% from previous runs. Anyway, let's do this Catalunya time trial real quick. I will be racing, AlphaTauri level 1, right? Pierre Gasly, and level 1 for Franz Toast, team principal. So basically no upgrade on driver or principal. And I am running with the Belgian Grand Prix tuning setup. Does it really matter? I feel like Spanish Grand Prix, the Catalunya circuit, if I on this account, I haven't run through the Austrian Grand Prix either. I am planning on doing that at the same time, or kind of have it just overlap with when I'm ready to run through the Spanish Grand Prix, because Spanish Grand Prix, I'm gonna have to upgrade my driver and team principal and possibly max out tuning setup. However, Austrian Grand Prix, which is now a bit of an old event, did not have any PR requirement, which means there is a good chance if I run with the same racer that I'll be using for Spanish Grand Prix, I may be able to complete the Austrian Grand Prix without any upgrade, any tuning setups, as in no motorsport dollars used. But yeah, so that's kind of my strategy. We'll see how well it pans out. You'll just have to stay tuned for that one. So in terms of what I'm saving up here, I'm only saving up for the Spanish Grand Prix, not for both Spanish and Austrian Grand Prix. So if you haven't done one of those Grand Prix events that did not have a PR requirement, British didn't have a PR requirement, and the Austrian didn't have Grand Prix, the PR requirement. Those were the only two, if I remember correctly. So those two, if you still have them outstanding, then you might want to try combining it with another Grand Prix event that forces you to upgrade your driver and or team principal, because then you might be able to save up on motorsport dollars otherwise. That is assuming that you have some goal to spend. Anyway, enough of all that extra talky here, since we're really here to talk about run through this time trial, the final time trial to complete the 2020 Formula One Champion Series. So let's, without further ado, let's just jump right in and get it done. There we go. Yeah, there are spots that I probably could have run a little bit quicker, but it's a valid score, which is the one that matters here. So pick up some driver XP for the effort, and I'll pick up a few motorsport dollars for that effort as well. And apparently good enough for P1 amongst my friends, which is essentially just my little team. And top 30%. And I probably could run one more time since I have enough service bars left, but you know what? Let's collect the 100% completion reward of just a little 15,000 motorsport dollars, and that's okay, better than nothing, right? All right, so there we go. The series is complete. And let's see, how's my rank? 3694th in Group E, the top 30%. But it looks like everybody else has higher PR, except for the P5. He's running Mercedes, same PR. Huh. How does he have the same? Oh, different tuning setup, right? But anyway, top 1%, or yeah, top 1% obviously will be all guys running fully upgraded with the proper Spanish tuning setup, I'd assume. Anyway, 19,210th globally. Not exactly anything to write home about, but nevertheless, 100% complete on this series for now. As I said, maybe next version, maybe they'll add Suzuka here. Then we'll have to run through this yet again and pick up a few more motorsport dollars. We'll see. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.